the center of death, the things, or the place where all things go to die. Welcome to Dead Channel Gaming, and welcome to another live stream. Tonight I'm playing Doki Doki Literature Club. I know it's a really old game, but I don't care. I've been wanting to play it, and now I'm going to. This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. Oh, I'm already disturbed, so it fits right up my alley. Now, I know this is a horror game, but I don't know how scary it is. So, let's see. Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a positive experience playing this game. Would you like to review the detailed content warnings which contain spoilers? Alternatively, in-game content warnings can be enabled in the settings menu at any time. No, I don't want any spoilers. I'm just going into it blind. By playing Doki Doki Literature Club, you agree that you have noted the game's age rating in your region, and you consent to your exposure of highly disturbing content. I agree. Serenity Forge, Team Salvato. Well, looks anime-ish. They have a DLC. What are the settings? Text speed, auto forward time, dialogue box size. Maybe I need to make that bigger. Okay, that should be good. It's set to English. And new game. Please enter your name. Dead Gamer. Okay. Hey. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to pay or to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. Find her annoying. Why is she your friend? You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. Well, a lot of dialogue. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Haha. Are you screaming? I'm not sure. I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Dead Gamer. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple of... or something. Okay. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Dead Gamer, have you decided on a club to join yet? Club? I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. Okay, she is annoying. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Sounds like me. Aha. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I'd die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. What's a NEET? You trust me, right? No. Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look into a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay. Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I had no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello. Sayori. Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know. Know what? Oh, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah. There is no way I'm going to your club. Yee. Nini. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told you at the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Hehehe. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all this out. I let out a laugh. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go. Man, all this reading. Thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Okay. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of school I rarely visit. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member, is here. There is no one in his class. It's empty. She's crazy. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Oh. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Dead gamer. What did I surprise? Oh, thanks. Glad to be here. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back toward the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. Doesn't look like it. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet you both, or both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Dead Gamer. Monica smiles sweetly. Why'd you bend over like that? It's weird. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. Way to sell yourself short there. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down, Dead Gamer. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I'll make them. I'll get them. Sorry, I'm yawning. Sorry, I got a little too excited. And how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs the wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da. Ooh-ah. What? Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute. I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki? Hee. Well, you know. I don't really know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica, I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I heard this somewhere before. Made them for you or anything. I thought you technically did, Sayori said. Well, maybe. But not for you. You know, you dummy. Okay. Alright. I give up on Natsuki. Weird logic. And dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before sitting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. We keep a whole tea set in this classroom. Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? No, I just like tea. I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. But that's not. Insulted, Yuri looks away. I mean, that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. No, same. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. You're very weird. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Oh crap, these women talk a lot. Okay. Sorry, I had to adjust. Yuri also nods in agreement. And I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all of the effort to start something brand new. Everything has to start new eventually, or at some point. especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. Okay. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah. We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Not me. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Dead Gamer, what kinds of things do you like to read? Comic books. Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? What's throwing me for a loop is all this dialogue. Holy crap. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. So, this sounds good. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. So true. Really, I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. I'm not going to get along with you. Oh, why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. And give that back. Fine. Hee hee hee. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori. What? Is that supposed to be slides? slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. Siddles? I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems. Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe you should share some of your work. Set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sat in silence for a moment. Okay, why do you keep popping up like that? I have an idea for everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. I think I pronounced that right. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we'll all share it with each other. That way everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Dead Gamer? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on. There's still one problem. Hey, what's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I politely come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. What? I'm sorry, I thought. Dead Gamer. You all. I am defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if I'm writing poems as the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just gave for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Dead Gamer, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Hehehe. Yeah. Can I really impress class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Dead Gamer, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right. Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay. With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club. Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of the girls. Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Ugh. Pick a word you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem. Bust. Bust. Bust massacre. Anxiety. Pervasive. This. Fireworks. Uncanny. Twirl. Graveyard. Fluffy. Hair. Defeat. Doki Doki. Yes. Bunny. Nibble. Bubbles. Lipstick. Climax. Disown. Hi again, Dead Gamer. Oh, more dialogue. Glad that you think it didn't run away on us. Ha ha ha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Dead Gamer. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. You're always going to be mean. So you already told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take it seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Ah, so she likes manga. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Dead Gamer always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. What? I cook for you and clean your room? How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? Hee. You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. Uh-oh, there's gonna be murder. How come you and Dead Gamer can become good friends too? Sayori? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know. Wait, Sayori? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? And never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. Sorry, I got a text. Okay, hand that back. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked down a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. But this is, how is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked down a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read that in your own space. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. That doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in the book. Can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Ugh. I feel like this is going to just be a lot of dialogue. Okay. I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in here? Or in there? Freaking Monica. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is just going to mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga. You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. Oh. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of these shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is. Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the breast. Ah, much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Parfait Girls. It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. If you're going to judge, you can go do it through the glass on that door. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, dead gamer. Consider this a lesson straight from the literature club. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm going to show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire, striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly mo. Don't just stand there. Ooh-ah. The dialogue is weird. Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. Oh, apparently I'm coming out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling for me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. I can't read at the same time like that. Hey, why's that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arms, scooches another inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I could say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space, while she hopes I won't notice. I could feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometime after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? No. I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. Looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. So, what should I expect from this? Is there going to be a plot? Or into this dialogue? Well, obviously. You think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot? I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things, like there's really funny chapter where they're obsessed with the guy at the ice cream shop. But that just helps you get to know the characters. And besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, all kinds of drama. Like when they get into all their backstories and some of the romance starts to happen. That's really what makes it so good. There are so many touching parts. Ah, is that so? Sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Hee hee hee. Hey, wait. What's that supposed to mean? Ooh ah. Natsuki gives me a little shove. I just meant that I haven't yet seen you at your full power. Good save. Ah, this chapter seems like it's about baking. This is just a guess, but is there a lot of baking in this manga? Well, Natsuki pauses for a moment as if she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah. Why does that matter? It doesn't. I was just curious. Since you enjoy baking too, right? That's just a coincidence. I'm sure it is. I just happened to get into baking around the same time I got this manga. Like I would never get into anything because it's in a manga. I feel bad for anyone that impressionable. Ha ha ha. Definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, of all the hobbies to pick up from a manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Not to mention she's really good at it, so who am I to judge? dot dot dot. We read on for a few more minutes. I finished a couple of chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. Even though you're just watching me read. Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't. That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Oh, sorry. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga is for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet. Makes me want to punch them in the face. Ugh. I know these kind of people. Or those kind of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge me, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated toward the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monica was kind of a jerk about it. Okay. I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am reading. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So, Jeez, that's enough. You gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flip the page. Suddenly Natsuki starts laughing. I totally forget about that happens. Natsuki puts her finger on one of the panels. Minori is my favorite character. You always feel a little bad for her since she's so unlucky. But it gets especially bad when I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finished the chapter. Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's such a stark contrast to her usual bossy tone. But if she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when connecting with someone like that. And being able to provide that to Natsuki, for whom it's a rare experience. The thought makes me smile a little to myself. Okay, everyone. Yeah. Are you all ready with today's poems? Oh, come on. Could your timing be any worse? Sorry. Just need to make sure we have enough time. Though you do look pretty cozy over there. Ahaha. Eh. Natsuki suddenly notices how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away from me. Alright. Guess I'll stop here for now. I close the book and hand it towards Natsuki. You're just giving it back. Oh, you know what? Want to know what happens? Yeah, but Monica just said, don't be dumb. Just take it home with you. Yeah. Is that really alright? I say that mostly because I really didn't plan on using my spare time to read this. Well, of course. It would take forever to finish if you didn't take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow so we can start the next one. And if it gets bent, I'll kill you. By tomorrow. I only got part way through the volume so far. I might fall behind on some shows if I try to get through this. But I suppose it's necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Or am I more scared of what will happen if I don't finish it? Alright then. I stand up. I return to where I put my stuff, carefully slip the book into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. That everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share it with? I can't wait. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from here where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should show my poem to the class? Natsuki. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. Probably only fair if I shared mine with her first. Okay, well, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all, Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind, I don't feel like giving you my opinion. Yeah, then what's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, remember how I said I waited or wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours, like Monica said. Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, aha. Well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy. So in other words, you're saying you liked it. Irk. That Suki retort gets caught in her throat. You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that you don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure it out. If it's a win or loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? Okay, eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can cheat, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't that the point of poems, for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make their message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like one that's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can really be disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. Oh my goodness, dialogue. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than that. What's up? Okay. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. What's up, waste of space? Hello, burger family. Alright, I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care about how old everyone is, but if Natsuki's feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Who should show my poem to next? I guess Monica. Hi, Dead Gamer. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear that. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid, bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. My goodness, they talk a lot. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Hello, Tony at work. Ahaha. Don't worry, Dead Gamer. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like it, Dead Gamer. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. I'll have to check that out. Orbital Bacon. Okay. Ahaha. Oh geez. No, no. It kind of makes me think of something that Suki would write. Face red heart shape. And she's a good writer too. So take that as a compliment. I think it's probably some kind of tomfoolery. Or they're, I don't know, secretly murderers. I don't know. I don't really know much about this game. I know it's some kind of a horror game, but... Okay. If you say so. Yep. Yeah. Definitely have to keep my eye on them. Okay, there are lots of poems or stories out there that are no more than a few simple words. Yeah, generally poems are really short. They can be funny, endearing, or even sad. And sometimes they're only a few lines long. Monicatron. I like that. They might even feel like they're written for kids, but if you think about them, they can express views of the world that would apply to anybody. I see. So you're saying that Natsuki is kind of like that. Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably won't find much filler in her poems. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through. So I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. I kind of just stepped into this game. It seems like a lot of dialogue. Yeah, so far I like Yuri the best. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased toward their own kind of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. Yeah, exactly, you have to be your own person. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. I'm disturbed by how she keeps doing that. Ahaha, ahaha. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. I sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Yeah, I agree. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the sparkle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I feel blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas. Okay. Some of this is hard to read. Already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. Yeah, scroll down. I realize now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Huh. Sure, that has some deep meaning to it. It's very freeform. That's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. Haha, it's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. This is a lot of poems. Crap, I skipped. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. So, how's everyone doing that just joined the stream? Take a minute to not read this because I've been reading for like an hour straight. Okay, what was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. I'm gonna change my voice because it seems easier. Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about it, deep stuff like that, because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thank you, Dr. Phil. Thanks for listening. Okay, I'm going with Yuri. What's with the face? A dot. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking. You seem really shy. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. So it's that bad. No. Did I just raise my voice? No, I'm sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a single poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. Biased how? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be like a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tidbits of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing, it must be this one, the last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time. The last get to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. I was, because I could barely read that. But it took a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. My voice is actually starting to hurt. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write a little something, a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Hugh. What? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all. Dead gamer. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story, or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. Neither had I. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. But it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before I stop reading all this dialogue. I mean, you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. I guess I have no choice. Who else would I show it to? There's no one else in the club. This should be like forfeit. She is the sweetest. This is a good poem, Dick Gamer. Are you sure it's the first time? What are we talking about? Oh, poems, okay. Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? Hee. I guess you're right. That's why I'm impressed. Or why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously. Sorry, I'm losing my voice. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. This reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet. That doesn't mean I'll break my promise and my voice reading all this dialogue. See? It's like I said before, Dick Gamer. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know. Trying new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah. And I'm going to make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that. Oh, never mind. Then, yay. Now you read my poem too, right? Don't worry. Yeah, they've all said that. They're all really bad. I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Alright. Dear Santa Claus, Sunshine. The way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead, caressing my boobs, to help me out of bed, making me rub my sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play with myself? Are you trusting me to wish away the rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue, it's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I am not mad. I want breakfast. Eggs and sausage with some pancakes. Sayori. This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No. Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do that last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice. Or how should I put it? It sounds like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. About sausage. Oh. Eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school, it's bad to skip breakfast. I get all picky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. Hehehe. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. No, Yuri is. You're a liar. Oh yeah. But next time I won't forget. And I'm going to write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room, which is completely empty. And then someone's going to pop up out of nowhere. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities and my ugly hair. I mean, even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club, after all. I sighed. And then I fought it. I mean, I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. I still don't see them. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch their boobs, each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns to the poem. The desk. I read that wrong. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Aw, thanks. Yours is cute too. Cute? I'm cute. You're cute while I'm cute. Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Hey. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. That's not how constructive criticism works. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it. And Dead Gamer did too. Not really, I'm just saying that. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the alpha, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. Nah. And Dead Gamer liked my poem too, you know. He told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I... ... You... Son of a bitch. I mean, you're just, Yuri, stand up. As well. Maybe you're just jealous that Dead Gamer appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Uh-oh. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? I... No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. There's gonna be a fist fight. Is everyone okay? No, they're not. Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as the gamer started going up. Oh. Are you stuffing your bra? Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting guys. Suddenly both girls turned towards me. Oh no. As if they noticed I was standing there. Dead game. She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate the simple learning is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making the poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. All this reading, I swear. Help me explain that tool for Densima. Wait. There's no reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, Director Gemma? Well... ... I'm dead. How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Oh. So of course that's going to be someone's going to get murdered if I make a choice. Probably me. I'm going with you, Ray. Did I just choose Natsuki? Oh no. No. Oh. You're right. I like your poem. See? Wait. That's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened to Tommy. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand, Yuri. Yeah. You're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. Well, here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it, and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you took your pants off. I mean, when you said her poem was cute. I see. I didn't notice that at all. I am sorry. Ooh. But Natsuki, you took it away too far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that... Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both did the things that you didn't mean. You already apologized, don't you think you should too? Natsuki clenches her fist. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped at this point of being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up even feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head. Sayori is that I can't read anymore. Sayori, she doesn't need it. You know what? I'm going to do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now. Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem up from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumples up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash. Natsuki, she really didn't need to do that. I look across the classroom. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit on her lap. Sit in an adjacent chair. Sigh. Everything alright? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No, Yuri. How could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks, Dejima. You're too kind. I'm thankful to have a part of this club now. Here, it's nothing. One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said about your boobs, you know. I would never do anything so shameful. So, yeah. You don't stuff your bra. What thing did Natsuki say? Well, never mind that. I totally remember. I'm going to make some tea. That's probably best. Good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing the poems? It was lots of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Dead gamer, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow, with no pants on. And maybe you learn something from your friends too, so your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job of impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Dead gamer. Ready to walk home. So let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori took her shirt off in front of me. And I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori. About what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. It's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise, they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Feel. You know, it's nice that I get to take my pants off with you and spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes macaroni and cheese, right? You too. That's easy. Every day is going to be so much fun. Sigh. Looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but doesn't really need to stop there. No, what are you suggesting? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. And I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay, why'd you bounce? Yeah, let's do this. Let's see. Pain. Imagination. Marshmallow. Parfait. Flying kitty. Melancholy. Vanilla. Frightening. Boop. Boop. Listen to last longer. Unstable. Nightgown. Anime. Bouncy. Bed. Melody. Disoriented. Figure. Funny. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. It's actually a lot easier doing this voice. The other voice was hurting my throat. My normal voice. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Gamer. Yo, hey, Artie. Looks like you're in a good mood. I don't know how I got people in there. Did you use your secret nightstand toys last night? That's why you're in a good mood then. Hehehe. You're still not used to you being in the club. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. Let's go into class. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway, because you're kind of simple-minded. Speaking of which, I'm kind of hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No, thanks. What? That's another. Hey. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, say, Hey. Why that all of a sudden? No reason really. I just wanted to look at it. You have something to be ashamed of in there. Ada nervously retrieves her corn purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. And she turns it upside down. And lets its contents spill into the desk. And 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through your city, or that's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought the snack before coming to the club room. Or either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to walk, or your plan conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry, and so that only leaves the one option. Udah. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Haha. Yuri suddenly giggles. I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her fashion body, her face is in her books as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri. Tilda came to let me borrow some money. What? Don't get involved like that, Yuri. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book. I really like it when you speak your mind, Yui. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way to think that. You're right, though. I did something bad, and now I need spanking, and I have to accept the revolution. Retribution. That. Still coming from you, Seihoi. I guess there's a little devil inside of all of us, isn't there? Want a little more devil. Hehehe. Don't let her fool you. She already knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on. Give me more credit than that too. Hehehe. Out of nowhere, something smacks Yori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Plop. Okay. Ow. What was? A cookie. Sure enough, is a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Yori glances around. Is that a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Aoi hugs the cookie. Please, just eat it. Aoi rapidly tears open her shirt and opens the wrapper and takes a big bite of her butt. She's so good. So I don't know why I put that little sound at the end there. Aoi suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. Hehehe. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Yours look really good too, Natsuki. And I tried. Jeez. My kids can't speak Jesus. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Hehehe. Aoi gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki and wraps her hands around her waist and grabs her boobs. I guess he'll hug her. I don't know. Jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Aoi off of her. Ooh. Aoi suddenly leans down and takes a bite from Natsuki's cookie. Oh, that's low. Hey. Did you seriously do that, you son of a bitch? Not fooled. Aoi trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Geez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Aoi? Hey. Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the clubroom. Ugh. Where is Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not to me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Hopefully she didn't choke on a sandwich or something and die. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. Hey, you don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. A what? Dog? probably be more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me. Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. No. Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Ah, never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. Oh, I thought she was going to say she was on her period. To be honest, I kind of lost track of time. Haha. That makes no sense though. You would have heard that bell ring at least. I must not have heard it, since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music. Who's better, Monica? I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. That's... Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get to a bit better, I will. Yeah, that sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, that Jamie. There goes that weird posture again. Monica smiled sweetly. Didn't mean to pressure you or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently. And I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I choose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. Looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri's back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet where she belongs. Because she's a whore. I mean, I'm kidding. It's not long before Natsuki comes up to me expectantly. Or, no, expectantly. Yeah. Don't worry, I kept my promise. I pulled the first volume of Parfait Girls out from my bag. Natsuki takes it from my hands, quickly turns it over, presumably to check for wrinkles. Hey, I'm not that careless. I handle manga all the time, though. I just wanted to make sure. When you blame me for being paranoid, I don't give people my manga every day, you know. That's true. I don't blame you. Anyway, let me put this one back. I'm gonna get the next one, okay? Natsuki makes her way to the closet. I follow. So you're going to tell me everything you thought, right? Where did this volume leave off again? I forget. The chapter ended when Minori and Alice found Monica. Natsuki's voice resonates out from inside the closet. Hey, I peer inside. All Natsuki's thoughts are lined up on the top shelf. Did you move my manga again? Sorry. The teacher got mad at me for taking up so much space in her closet, so I had to move some stuff around and clean up a little bit. It's all still there, I just had to organize it a bit. Ugh. The top shelf is far above Natsuki's head. She makes a futile hop, trying to figure out how to reach her manga. Jeez. So inconvenient. I'm moving these all back down. There's plenty of room on these shelves. And besides, they're basically pretty to look at when they're all lined up. Why would you waste that on the top shelf? Natsuki. There's a stool on the wall there. In the closet, there's a collapsible stool that's hanging on the wall. If you want, I can reach up there and hand them to you. I can get them myself. Natsuki grabs the stool from the wall and folds it. You think I'm too short or something? Yes. I knew it. Well, you know what? Just watch me. Natsuki hops on the stool, which ends up being a little too wobbly because of its collapsible design. Careful. I know what I'm doing, even though you're still standing in front of me. Standing on the stool, Natsuki's fingertips reach the top shelf. The stool would be enough for me to easily grab the books, but Natsuki is being stubborn as usual. Natsuki uses her fingers to scoop one of the smaller boxes to the edge of the shelf. See. Kaya. The box suddenly tips. Natsuki barely catches it before it falls to the floor. The stool wobbles. Wah-wah. Losing balance, Natsuki hops off of the stool. Thankfully, she was able to stay on her feet. She holds the box triumphantly. There. Having almost fell, Natsuki is a bit shaken up. Doesn't look like it. No need to fool yourself to me. There's no way you'll be able to get the bigger boxes like that. I can reach them, so just I said I can do it. I don't want your help, okay? Ty, I'm gonna get some macaroni and cheese and I'm in a chair. And just hang on. Natsuki forces her way past me out of the closet. Let's see. The classroom chairs have the desk attached, so they're too inconvenient to fit into the closet. Natsuki drops over to the teacher's desk. There's a computer chair behind it. She rolls it on its wheels back over to the closet. It's still dangerous since the chair swivels and rolls. But I've already learned my lesson, so I keep my mouth shut. Whoosh! Natsuki climbs onto the chair and slowly balances onto her feet. Since you're using my help, I take a seat with my back against the side of the doorway and simply watch. There we go. See, I can easily do it now. Natsuki grabs a stack of manga and bends down to put it on the shelf below. Wah-wah! The chair swivels. Natsuki catches herself on the shelf. What are you doing? Can you at least hold the chair steady instead of sitting and doing nothing? Who was it who told me not to help? Yeah, I got you. I hold the chair while Natsuki reaches back up. I can almost see up her skirt. I was not expecting that. Gah. I forced myself to turn away. Natsuki seriously didn't think this through. Once she realizes I'll be dead. Oh. Natsuki wraps her arm around the parfait girl's pocket. Easily the largest on the shelf. Heavy. Hey, dead gamer. I don't think I can bend down without falling. Hurry and take this one. Yeah. But then I have to let go of the chair. That's fine. Just for a second. Hurry up. Alright. Let me just stand up. I slowly release my grip from the chair. What do you mean stand up? Natsuki looks down at me. Why are you all the way back? Natsuki looks like she just realized something, but she'll lose her balance if she moves. Natsuki the box. What are you looking at? You're just trying to look at my Natsuki's leg shake. I'm not, I was just... Natsuki, don't try to move. Just give me the box. You do both. You set me up. Go away. Get down. What? I'll do it myself. Chair suddenly swivels beneath Natsuki's feet. Natsuki, Kaya. The scene turns into chaos in a split second. The chair flies from underneath Natsuki's feet. Frantically, I tried to catch her. The box topples out of her hands, and the books go flying. I got you. Crash. We're dead. We're both dead. The full force of Natsuki's body against me throws me to the ground. A whole bunch of books pelts me in the face, along with her butt. Natsuki tries to shield herself with her own arms as her face lands straight on my chest. Oh god. My right arm and my back seriously felt the impact. Slowly Natsuki comes to her senses. She presses her arm straight into me, prop herself up. Yeah. Natsuki seems to realize it's not the floor that's beneath her. Gross. Crack. Her fist pounds into my chest. Natsuki then hoists herself to her feet. What were you thinking, you sicko? Everything okay over there? I heard a loud noise. Monica suddenly peers in. Monica, see what happens when you all put the manga on the top shelf? Are you trying to kill these club members or something? Jeez. Sorry. Ahaha. Oh, and one more thing. It seems like your most recent club member is a total pervert. So I hope you're happy. I didn't. Somehow it's impossible for me to explain this whole bizarre situation to Monica. I didn't do anything, I swear. I know, don't worry. Monica says that quietly to me. Looks like I'm off the hook. Oh no. My. Hey. I look down. Natsuki is kneeling on the floor holding one of the books that are still scattered all over. There is a large diagonal crease along the page that she's desperately trying to smooth out. Ah, it must have landed on the page. Natsuki tries a bit more to fix the crease, but she can't get it out. Suddenly she gives up and slams the book shut, then throws it on the floor. Why did the music die? Instead of continuing to yell, she just lowers her head and sobs. Natsuki, are you? No. Natsuki's voice squeaks. I see tears on her face. Ah. I'll help you get the crease out, okay? It's partially my fault, so. Natsuki shakes her head, still looking down. No. I don't even care that much. I'm just having a really bad day today. Natsuki sobs again. I didn't mean to take it out on you. I really didn't mean to. It's fine. Is there anything you want to talk about? Natsuki shakes her head. Just every day. It's so hard. Like my penis. I just want to come to the club, and Natsuki falls silent again. I can't press her, so I can only do what I know how to do. I'm taking my pants off. Alright, I did it. I took my pants off. Well, I'll help her clean this up. And I'll move the rest of your manga for you. Pick up volume 2 of the Parfait Girls. We'll set this one aside. This will help cheer you up for a bit, right? We can get started on it at once. I'm done here. Natsuki looks up, her glossy eyes, her lip quivers. You're really nice to me. Yeah. It sounds really strange coming from Natsuki. I didn't expect that at all. Well, I'm just treating you like a friend, you know. Nah. Natsuki lowers her head and stifles another sob. I'm not sure what happened to her today, but being nice is the least I can do. The next couple of minutes are silent between us as I begin gathering scattered books. I make sure to slip them into the box in the correct order. After a little bit, Natsuki starts helping. It isn't long before we're done, and I hoist the box onto the shelf where Natsuki wanted to put it. Then I get to the stool and quickly finish moving the rest of the books from the top shelf. Alright, that should do it. I hop off the stool. Natsuki averts her gaze. Thanks. Ahaha. It's nothing. Natsuki is holding the volume I set aside in her hands. Alright, I'm ready. Good. Even if you weren't, I'd make you anyway. You're taking responsibility for what you said. And think about cheering me up, if you insist. We sit in the same spot as last time, and I open the second volume. Natsuki moved improves, laughing and pointing things out to me. She's surprisingly sharp, making note of all subtle, repeated jokes and background elements. In the end, I'm pretty impressed. How everything ties together in this manga. I guess Natsuki has good taste after all. After some time, Monika gets our attention as usual, and it's time to share poems. Oh my goodness. Guess I'll be holding onto this for now. Yep. Well, I'm starting to get into it, you know. Told you. There you go. I return to my seat and slip the book into my bag. Alright. Okay. Oh. How do I get over to save? Not sure how I move over there. Ah, dang it. Do I have to really go to this? Oh, there we go. Okay guys, I'm going to end it here because I've been on this for 2 hours and I didn't even realize it. I can go back to normal voice now. Ah, crap. That was a lot of reading. Alright guys, I will pick this up again tomorrow night, so let me know what you think in the comments. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll be back for some more Doki Doki tomorrow night. Peace.